My name is Daniel from Kunini, and I would just like to answer a few questions from our customers today. Three questions I've been asked over the last few weeks from customers. So we decided to make these videos based on customers' questions and stuff like that. So that's it really. It's a solar FAQ. We'll start off with the first main question, which is to do with safety, and that is the question the customer says, I've got a solar PV system. It's grid tie, no batteries, but when the grid goes down, why does my system shut down? Well, the easiest answer to that is that we don't want to push any excess power to the grid, so it's a safety issue. If your solar PV system was still producing AC power and pushing onto the grid, you could kill somebody out on the line. So it's actually a worldwide international standard that all grid tie solar PV systems, the inverter must shut down during a power outage. So I hope that answers the question. So the second question really was about solar PV production. So let's say, for example, you have a 10 kilowatt system on your roof and you're looking at your app. It's a beautiful clear day and you can see that you've got power running in the house, but your solar PV production on your app won't go to 10 kilowatts. The reason for that is that there's losses between 15 to 20%, and the losses are really from cable connections, the length of the cable between the roof and your inverter, the DC to AC conversion, and then it's also about the way the panels are orientated as well. Obviously time of the year, time of the day, many factors come into it, but normally you can see around 15 to 20% reduction from the plated PV rating to what you're actually going to get from your system. Okay, so on to the third question for today, and that's really about PV orientation and roof types. So here in Thailand, an ideal situation, you would have all the solar panels facing south at around 10 degrees elevation. So that's the best production. However, if you don't have a full south facing roof, then you can go east and west. And that will also give you good production, but we never put it on the back side, we never put it on the north. So that's really from the layout side. With rooftops, really we can do any type of rooftop, mostly any rooftop. So we basically can do the standard CPAC tiles, which is quite an easy installation. We can also do flat roofs with either a ballast system or drilling into the slab. We can do shingle roofs as well. We can do corrugated metal sheet roofs as well. So that's the main roof types. The only ones we have to be really careful on in Thailand is what they call the concrete tile. It's a bit like an asbestos tile. They're quite a big tile. We have to be careful with those sort of tiles because if they're more than a couple of years old, they're very, very fragile. So it's normally a case of take the whole roof off and redo it and put solar on at the same time. So that's it really with rooftops and orientation. And if you've got any other questions, I look forward to you sending me some emails or replying to this video, and I'll come back to you with more answers to your questions. Thanks very much.